Welcome to Main Street Live, a spotlight on the diversity of downtown Fort Dodge, where we interview business owners and leaders from the revitalized and exciting downtown area of Fort Dodge. Join the conversation on Facebook Live and on YouTube. And now, let's meet our featured guest in this week's edition of Main Street Live with our host, Executive Director, Chris Patrick.
Happy Tuesday and welcome to Main Street Live. I'm Chris Patrick, Executive Director of Main Street Fort Dodge. And did you know it's National Buy an Instrument Day? So we were at Rieman's Music, exactly, right?
Yeah.
And so I am with Jake Merritt. And actually, he and his family
Welcome
own this
to Main
business.
Street
so
Live.
Let's talk about how you guys got started here.
Well, we don't actually own the business. Rieman's is actually based out of Des Moines, but it is a family business. Started by Frank Rieman back in 1953. He just started out of his, basically his house as a repair shop. And then over the decades, they've just kind of expanded. And in about the mid-'80s, we opened up here in Fort Dodge. And it just so happens that myself, my father, and my brother also work here too. So it's a family within a family. So
I think that's what makes it so cool that you're managing the business here, for them. So it's amazing. You do an awful lot of outreach.
Yes, we do.
Besides having this great store. So we can see some of the instruments behind us, the guitars and the horns and things. But you go to the schools and do some outreach?
Yes. We have many avenues of business in the area, and kind of our biggest one is we call on local schools. We have, I believe, a 7-county area we cover where my father, John, he's on the road 5 days a week, and he goes to the schools and calls on directors, just picking up repairs, giving them things they might need, reeds, cork grease, valve oils, stuff like that, print music. So yeah, that's a kind of a big thing about our business. And actually, starting tonight, we have what we call instrument demos for incoming 5th grade classes for people who want to rent an instrument. So we'll just go to the school. We'll have a nice little setup of some rental instruments that we'll give to families. That way, they can get their 5th grader going, and
how fun!
Hopefully they can stick it out till through school and the rest of their life. So
that is great.
Yeah, and it's just fun seeing little kids just kind of they're excited to do it, and
they're all in, aren't they?
They're all in. They are just so gung-ho about it, and they kind of have that passion that we've all kind of had about it when we were little. So it's always kind of gratifying to see that too, and we like helping them out.
That is so neat. So you are you are musically inclined. You play an instrument.
Yes,
or more than one.
Yep.
Or two or three.
I started as a percussionist because, our father was a percussionist, so it was a sin if we didn't. It's a joke. But we just kind of followed in his footsteps. Actually, we are 4th generation percussionists. Our great grandfather came over from England, and he was a percussionist, so it just kind of stayed in the gene pool, and so we still do it. But we dabble around with other instruments. I've picked up a guitar. I've even tried teaching myself clarinet, and that was fun for a bit until my spouse yelled at me for making too many squeaks and squawks. So
sure.
But it's fun. It's fun. Yep.
And here in this store, you do classes.
Yes.
So talk about that a little bit.
We have 3 lesson rooms. We have a nice list of teachers ranging from guitar, piano, voice, drums. I do drums. Got some horns. Kind of really anything. We try to find a teacher or some material that you can kind of teach yourself. This day and age, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that people find. So it's really easy to, at any point in your life, to just start. If you, hey, I've always wanted to pick up a guitar or a ukulele.
Right.
You can teach yourself, or we can sure find someone, to help you along the way with some guidance. So
that is great.
Yep. We love teaching too here. So
that is wonderful. So we are across the store from a wall of ukuleles.
Yes.
My favorite one is the one with the resonator that Greg pointed out to me a little bit earlier. Yep. So in this room we have some CDs from local artists.
Local artists, yep. A lot of people, they'll just like, hey, we did this album, can you put them on the wall? And we take cash for whoever wants them. We just hand it right over to the artist. So it's a good way for local musicians to kind of get, their art out, their music. So we are more than happy to sell it. It's when you walk in, it's one of the first things you see. So
it is. That's right. And you've got sheet music here. And
sheet music. Yep.
And then drums and pianos, keyboards.
Yep. And then I have to mention our kind of unsung heroes in the back. We have 2 full-time repairmen, Paul and John, that have been doing this for a long time. And they really, help us out with just repairing instruments. It's a fine art.
It is a fine
repairing art. Brass instruments, woodwind instruments. So I really got to give a shout out to them, because they do a wonderful job, and they keep our business going here too. And Rieman's actually started out as a repair business. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's it. They're great. So if you got anything that needs fixing, they'll help you out. So.
Well, thank you so much for being here and allowing us to come in so early in the morning.
It's wonderful.
So I think Main Street is very lucky to have this great business downtown, along with a lot of other ones. So come down, check it out, especially today. Remember, you've got to get out and buy your musical instrument. And with that instrument, you can sing out loud on Friday, National Sing Out Loud Day. So we want to hear you downtown singing and playing and having a great time.
Plenty of ukuleles here.
Plenty of ukuleles here on the wall. Hey, you could get on American Idol, right?
Matty Poppy.
That's right. What great success story. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, and we'll see you next Tuesday at Shiny Top. Thank you, Jake.
Thank you.
And thanks, Greg, who's in the background. So we'll see you all later.